What's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. Back like we ain't never left, baby. So, the elephant in the room. Andrew Yang conceded last night in the race for mayor. From the looks of things, Eric Adams will be the new mayor of New York City. So let's kind of process this. Let's digest this. Let's talk about it and see where to go from here. There's two other subjects involved in this that I may put in two separate videos. But for the time being, let's talk about the main subject of the video, which is Andrew Yang conceding. So, Andrew Yang conceded in the Democratic mayoral primary during a campaign event Tuesday night, ending his bid for City Hall. Yang's campaign started the season hot, with the former Democratic presidential candidate seen as an early frontrunner in the race to replace Mayor Bill de Blasio. But as the months passed, excitement waned, and Yang was no longer seen as a likely winner. Yang fell behind in many polls and was far behind in early returns Tuesday night. Yang centered much of his primary campaign on his universal basic income initiative, as well as promises to bring back jobs to the city, bring down violent crime, and diversify the NYPD. With ranked choice voting in its first year in New York City elections, first place votes for Yang would be redistributed to voters' second place candidates if necessary. As of Tuesday evening, Eric Adams was in the lead for the Democratic race for mayor. It is fair to note that because of ranked choice voting, the final results won't come out until July, probably mid-July. But from what I saw last night, it had it as follows. Adams was in first place. Wiley was second, Garcia was third, and Yang was fourth. Yang with 12% of the votes or something along those lines. Let me know if you have the actual numbers. I'm pretty sure that's what it was the last time I checked. So the math just didn't add up. And we all know when the math doesn't add up, you execute. And so Yang saw the math didn't add up, so he executed. He conceded. So if you go all through Yang Gang Twitter, people are saying, I feel like this is like the end of Infinity War. I feel like this is the end of Endgame, like the saddened feelings that people have. And I agree to an extent. It is very sad. It's sad for the people of New York. And sad to see the ideas that Yang had not embraced as much as he wanted them to be embraced, right? And, some people were saying that, and I agree, to a degree, people make their own bed and you got to let them lie in it, right? Yang may be the mayor New York needs, but he may not be the mayor New York wants. And so they have to make their bed and they got to lie in it. And, I'm a mixed bag of emotions right now because I do not feel as saddened as I was when he didn't win the presidency, right? When he didn't win the presidency, I had sit-downs with Russell. I think me and Paget had a sit-down. I think it was like a real healing period for a while. Right? Did you guys experience that? It was a healing period for quite some time. Like it was a blow. It was quite a blow. And what we ended up seeing happen was we slowly saw the Yang Gang family start to crumble. They started to peel. You follow? So remember there was Kai Watson. There was a lot of people in this huge Yang Gang circle, and you saw it slowly be chipped away because the energy wasn't there anymore, right? And I don't necessarily think this hurts as much because he's already suffered a huge blow when he didn't win the presidency. The mayor of New York is on a smaller scale, and it doesn't hurt as much, personally. What hurts is the people of New York, in my honest and humble opinion, aren't going to get the change they need. And I've often realized in politics that people vote based on emotions very, very often. So when I vote or when I make a decision, usually in general, I try to do it based on facts and logic. Which is why, one of the reasons why I can watch Ben Shapiro, I can watch Kyle Kalinske, right? I can watch Jimmy Dore, I can watch Steven Crowder, right? I take the meat and spit out the bones, and I try to make an educated decision, okay? Oftentimes, people do not vote based on facts. A lot of times they vote based on emotion. And I do think emotions played a large role in this. There are videos that I haven't even released where these politicians that were running for mayor were playing with people's emotions. I have an unedited video, not done, because there's so much going on, and I'm just one man, and I still have to work, right? That I can't pump out videos as often as I like to. But I might as well mention it in this video. There is literally a video, and I'm gonna put somewhere on the screen somewhere, from the New York Post. Eric Adams was claiming he's outraged, hurt, saddened that Andrew Yang was campaigning on Juneteenth. A sacred, now federal holiday. How dare he? And then he doesn't honor Black and African American lives. Because who does he think he is to campaign on Juneteenth? And this made it to the New York Post. You are playing with people's emotions. That's all that is. That's literally all that is. It's dirty politics. And things like that are used to sway people's emotions. And I get it. I mean, this has been politics forever. But then when you get the wrong candidate in there, and what I mean by wrong candidate isn't the candidate that I want or prefer. It's a candidate that's not going to do or make any difference. When you get the wrong candidate in there and nothing changes, or the changes are so minimal, and then years later you ask yourself, why am I still stuck in the same place? It's because this is what you voted in, baby. This is what you asked for. This is what you wanted. When I cast a vote, I don't care about your gender. I don't care about your race. I don't care about your religion. I care about your policies. I do not believe that policy was the main objective looked at when these votes were cast. My personal opinion, I could be wrong, and you are obviously allowed to vote for who you want to. But I think you might have made a mistake. But we will come back years later and see and talk about, was there a mistake made? Who knows? The other thing. Not everybody wanted Yang to run for mayor, right? And I think I've understood why. So, if by some chance Yang did not get to become mayor of New York, it would kind of make his rap sheet look bad, right? So Yang 2024, Yang tries to run. He's already going to be going against Kamala Harris, right? the darling, the next up in line for the presidency. So that's going to be a big hill to jump because you're going against a lot of social check marks, okay? And they're going to say, look, you couldn't even become mayor. What makes you think you become the president, right? They didn't want that asterisk mark there. The other reason is, if he did become mayor, he wouldn't have been running for president in 2024. So I can see why people didn't want him to become mayor. So now Andrew Yang ran, he did not become mayor, and now there's sort of going to be this asterisk mark. Like, look, you're a failed entrepreneur, you're a failed this, you're a failed that, you couldn't get this and that done. What makes you think you can become the president? So I can see those asterisk marks there. I can see, people are DMing me and telling me, like, this is why I didn't want Yang to run for mayor. And I get it. I totally get it. And I understand. But here we are. And so now we have to determine, where do we go from here, right? Is this it for Andrew Yang? Like, is this it? Does he fold up and go home? Is this the end of politics for Andrew Yang? Some people are saying this is it. That he needed this. That if he didn't get this, it was over for him. And that there's going to have to be somebody else to take up that mantle and push UBI, and who can maneuver the game better. Right? This is what some people are saying. I don't know if that's true. I don't know that to be true. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think this is it for Andrew Yang? Look, I'm going to keep covering universal basic income. I'm going to keep covering the next steps that Yang is taking. I'm going to keep covering politics and what's going on in general, right? Because it ain't over. It's not over, right? It's a bump in the road. We've been here before. As a matter of fact, I've been here multiple times. You got to remember, there were a lot of Yang Gang supporters that were Bernie supporters. Bernie lost in 2016. And then Yang lost the presidency. And now Yang didn't become mayor. Listen, there's bumps in the road. But do you throw in the towel, or do you keep pushing and try to persevere? Me personally, I don't stop pushing. I didn't get to where I'm at in life by throwing in the towel. I'm going to keep pushing. And Yang not becoming mayor of New York is just a bump in the road. It ain't over. Okay? There's so many different forks in the road that I can talk about to how we came here. But I'll make it nice, clean, and neat for you and say politics is dirty. It was a dirty run. It was a dirty run for New York. Again, Eric Adams is saying Yang is racist because he campaigned on Juneteenth. The last video I just did had Wiley lying, saying she was asked to participate in the campaign, but she turned it down because of Yang's insensitive comments about mental health issues with the New Yorkers. You want to talk about dirty? So, let me know how you guys feel. How are you holding up? Where do you think we go from here? What happens next? I'm very curious to hear your answers. If you just want to talk back and forth in the comment section, if you want to chat about it, if you want to talk about it, if you want to get something off your chest, please feel free. I'm here. I'll get to you as soon as I can, whenever I can. And yeah, heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy, but we've gone through worse. Right? Andrew Yang, brother. Don't stop. Don't stop. I know you're not going to stop. Because this wasn't just a title for you to have. I truly believe you genuinely care. I truly believe you want a better place for your kids, for your family. I truly believe your heart is in what you're doing. And if that's the case, you can't stop. I don't think you will. And I'll be here to cover it. So, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, a Venmo, a Patreon. Please feel free to donate to the channel. Every little bit helps. Keep your chin up. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Sometimes I'm feeling high, but sometimes I'm feeling low. I wanna stay inside, I could call my bed my home. I've been trapped inside my mind, that's what keeps me in the zone. I think that I'll be fine, but I do not really know, yeah. It's too late for me, not too late for you. To be great, you'll see, the pain's worth the truth. I don't wanna be just someone that's new. I speak my mind so free, so you could hear the truth. Yeah, I know that we all have fear. In the back of our minds we hear the devil that's in our ear. Let it push you to see more clear. I don't wanna think about the pain no more. Everybody's not the same, we all open different doors. Yeah, we've all got different brains, that's what keeps starting these wars. I just stay within my lane, hope my words even score. I just try to keep it real.